If my business partner or I pass away, we're in the process of getting life insurance, right? So like if one of us was to pass away, my business partner probably doesn't want to do business with my wife and vice versa. So that's a way that we are able to proactively avoid a potential issue down the road. Again, hopefully it never happens, but that's just one example. I don't know if that really answers your question, but I think it really comes back to like just having everything spelled out clearly. Like, how do I exit the partnership? Or what if I want out from our property? Like if my business partner, or if I wanted out from our property that we have in New York, it would, we'd need to get an evaluation of the property, and then he would need to buy my half out. If he couldn't do that, then we would sell the property. So it's just having, again, that clear expectation and kind of written out of like, hey, this is, if this, then that.
Yeah, I love that. That's a great point. And Chris, you kind of mentioned this earlier about, well, even I mentioned it, growing a little bit faster, having a partner and having somebody to lean on. And I kind of want to jump back to that for a quick second, because I know partnerships have played a huge role in your success. And can you dive a little bit deeper into how having a partner has allowed you to grow at a much faster rate?
Yeah, I think it comes back to like everyone has a different opinion on partnerships. And my opinion is, I'd rather have 50% of a much bigger pie than 100% of a tiny pie. And I guess if you don't have money, it's just going to take longer to, I guess, build up a pot of money or invest, where it's like, I'm in the abundance mindset of like, hey, there's so many opportunities, and let's share this together. And it's more fun in a partnership, and when you're successful to share it with people. So it's, for me, it's like with one deal, we were able to buy a multi-million-dollar deal. And this was able to make, I was able to become financially free from this deal covers my monthly bills. And it's like, could I have made double that? Yeah, absolutely. But it's like, I didn't have the money or at the time, the resources to do that in the time that I needed. So I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Let's do this. I know my business partner, like we have the same values, same mindset. We're trustworthy. We trust each other. And to that point, we built a good track record, and I'm like, let's do it. And now through doing that, like my business partner is seeing the fruits of our labor, and he's actually going to be leaving his job here in the next little bit to kind of go all in with storage. And, he's all on the storage, train, and wants to kind of live that lifestyle and that sort of stuff. But the partnership has exponentially made me grow a lot faster, just because, having the capital, having the resources to pull the trigger when needed on deals has been huge for me.
Yeah, man, that's really, really cool. And I, to that point too, there's oftentimes, many newer investors think, well, there's only a couple options here, right? Either I can finance a deal, or I can wholesale some deals and build up enough cash to invest in my own deal. Some people find themselves in a position where they just have horrible credit. And so they think, well, how am I ever going to do this? And I feel like people often overlook, hey, you don't need to do this alone. Like, you can partner with another investor and tackle a deal together. And then oftentimes they find themselves, well, why would they invest with me? Like, I don't have much experience. I don't have any money. Why would they do a deal with me? And I kind of want to have you touch on this a little bit, because I think it'll be really helpful. A lot of times, well, more often than not, it's how good the deal is, right? So if you've built those relationships with people and they know you and trust you, as long as the deal makes sense, right? How easy is it going to be to get money at that point?
Yeah, I mean, again, that becomes the easy part. Again, it's once you have a deal, the money will come, and you just have to have faith in that. Like, if you're in the Storage Rebellion network, there are so many people that would love to put money to work or and partner with someone. And if you show the hunger and desire, and they're like, man, I can see a little bit of myself when I was younger, that person, like, I'm going to invest in that person just because that's me 20 years ago. And now maybe they're financially free, or they're at the tail end of their investing journey and have a family and kids and don't have the means to cold call, door knock, whatever it is, to find a deal. And they're like, yeah, you find a deal, or you present me the deal, like, I'd love to invest and even maybe show you how to run it, or show you the ropes. Because more times than not, if there's an investor, they love talking about deals and they love doing deals and helping people out. And the adage, rising tide lifts all ships, so I think that's, I think you'd find that the case, that the money is really not the hard part. It's finding the deal, being consistent with it is the part that, and the mindset is the big thing in my eyes.